Hello viewers, welcome to this edition of the Teaching When Covered. I'm Mrs. Onwuka Chioma, Maureen, I'm an English teacher, and today we'll be taking a look at an English topic. And the topic we'll be discussing today is the topic verbs. Yes, you heard it right, verbs. Now, what do you understand by this term verbs? What are verbs? Verbs are actually one of the part of speech in English language. It is one of the 8 parts of speech we have in English language. Aside from noun, aside from pronoun, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Verbs. Now, what are verbs? Verbs are words that expresses action or state of being in a sentence. They are words that expresses the performance of an action in a sentence or state of being. Now, before now, you'd always known verb as an action word. You ask a little child what a verb is, he or she tells you a verb is an action word. But it isn't only limited to that. The word that not only express action, but also express state or being. Now, what are state of being verbs? State of being verbs are verbs that are immobile. They don't move. They cannot be performed. You can actually experience them, but you cannot carry them out. You cannot perform them. You cannot do them. Now let's take a look at certain examples of action verbs. Now, certain examples of action verb you have include the words go. You can perform go. It can be done. Come. You can perform come, sit. You can perform it. Run can be performed. Give can also be performed. Eat and jump. Now, all of the aforementioned verbs can be performed. It can be carried out. You tell somebody go, you see the person doing it. You tell somebody come, you see the person doing it. Sit, run, give, eat, jump. It can be performed. Now, let's talk about another category of verb, which is stative verbs. Now, what are stative verbs? Stative verbs, like I said earlier, are verbs that are immobile. They cannot be performed, but they can be experienced. Example, you have the verb feel. Can you do feel? Can you perform it? You cannot carry it out. You have know. You have understand, think. You have desire, and you have fear, and a whole of other types of stative verbs. They are called state of being verb. Auxiliary verbs, as well as these verbs of emotion, fall under the category of stative verbs. I hope you've been able to learn what I today about verbs. Don't forget to like this video. God bless you.